Hello guys, welcome back. It's me here with Buddy. Buddy! Always whining. Buddy! Buddy! Ooh. Yeah. In position. It tickles. That's a dog. A bad dog. A killer. Buddy! What? He's going to take it over to the bed. Yeah. I don't know why he's doing that. He takes the food over there from the bench and goes over to the bed to eat it. And he lays on the bed just to eat, not to sleep, not to do anything. Okay. So guys, today we're going to work with the masts, but before working with the masts, I'm going to place here 8 pieces of this, where we use this to tie the ropes. So I'm going to place 8 pieces here. They're prefixed. I just have to glue them like I did on these 4 pieces here. Of course there's some ropes that we have to go through over this hole and over the bowsprit, but I will do that later. I checked out all the photos. I have found a single photo that shows the piece that goes over here, so maybe I will put it over here by myself later on. So let me put the pieces here, varnish the bowsprit because it's unvarnished, and I'll get back to you to start making the masts. And I'm ready to begin cutting pieces for the masts. Let me explain something. I'm going to build one mast with you and the rest two on my own. After all, the construction of the masts are similar. To be more specific, the main mast and the foremast, the front one, is exactly the same, are exactly the same. They have no differences, just over two dimensions only, and the rear mast is smaller, but the building techniques are exactly the same, so there's no need of filming 3 of them. Of course I'm going to make 3 of them. That's a point for the idiots who think that this video is for the 3 and you see one, so I need to make to more time to make this. They're among us. What can you do? So the very difficult thing on this construction is that I have to use the computer. My computer is, as you see, on your left, and I have the image on, but the tripod is on the way, so if I have to change images I have to get up and go over there, pass through the tripod. It's a little bit tricky, shall I say. Let me give you a look. You can tell the tripod is on the way, the computer is over there, so if I wish to change the images I have to be an acrobat. Let's continue. I can tell you that without paper instructions the things are very hard. So the foremast, the mast at the bow, we need 8 millimeters at 32.9. 8 millimeters is this one over here. 32.9. This is 30. How I'm going to cut 32.9 if this thing is 30? Okay. Seems to me that we have a problem. Alright. I can attach the two pieces, but it's not the wise thing to do in a mast. Let me see if I have another piece, or we're going to do the mast 2.9 centimeters smaller. I was lucky. I had one. Unbelievable. If you don't have your own stuff, you have to contact Artesania's after sales support to help you. 30 centimeters. I need 32.9. Maybe if I plant it, it will grow. Are you crazy, people? Let me trim them and I'll get back to you. Now guys, like the bowsprit, we have two pieces to form the link between the first part of the mast with the second part of the mast. First of all, we have to glue these two together as better as we can. So, this is the base of the mast, this is the top of the mast. Over here we have to form a square. To do that, it tells me to do something different. I'm going to do it with my own way. First of all, I can see that the upper part is almost completed, so I don't have to trim it at all. Now let's see from which point we have to make the square. Give me a moment. So it's 70 millimeters. As you can see, I'm having what I need. This will take some time. Let me do that and I'll get back to you. Let me show you. It is square. Let's focus. It's impossible to focus. I believe you can see it. It's square. And I have this piece that will go all the way to the bottom. That's the idea. It's perfect. Now this piece must be connected to this piece, so this must be able to pass through all the way. On the upper level, this piece must be connected with this piece. This must be come round here, and on the other hole we must be able to place this one. So the links are perfect. I put them on the side. I have the masts. Let's see now what we have to do next. I have these pieces that goes to the side of the mast. These I'm going to paint them brown. the masts are going to remain at the color of the natural color of wood. Let me do that because it will take some time and I'll get back to you. Also, as you can see, they are drying. I have to paint this. This is the lower part or the upper part of the platform or the lower part. Don't know exactly. But it's part of the platform, probably the upper part. So this one is going to be painted brown as the rest. Now, to make the rest of the platform, as you can see, one side is not painted because we're going to glue things here. We need, these planks are 1x4. I have to cut them in specific sizes to form the platform. I need let me cut them. Now I have to glue them 4 together, 3 together, and 5 and 5. 5 and 5. Let me do that because it will take some time and I'll get back to you. Now we have to form the pieces and cut them according to the shape that we're going to draw. Alright. This is not going to be easy, but not very hard also. Let's try it like that. Don't want to make them unglue. That's what I was talking about. I'm going to let the glue dry a little and I'll get back to you. Let's continue. Ready. Now all I have to do is open up the holes around here and only at the sides, not these holes are for rails, so only the side holes and the front holes must be open for the also for the below surface. I'll do that and I'll get back to you. Have it right here with a special tool, and the holes are much better than the power drill. Now, to continue, this is not finished yet. we have these pre-cut pieces. So what we're going to do, let me check. This is broken a little bit, but it will be glued right now, so everything's gonna be all right. Nope, wrong. Just need it. Come on. Just a couple of drops to maintain everything in position. Right, now I have to paint that also, brown that is. Let me do that and I'll get back to you. I have painted, now I'm waiting for the paint to dry. In the meanwhile, I'm going to put the rails. There's nothing hard on that, just 4 pieces here, 1.5 by 1.5, and above the rail that it's 3 by 2 if I remember correctly. Let me do that and I'll get back to you to glue the other part. Cut the rails. Now, let's glue this piece. The small square goes at the front. This goes underneath and it must be aligned. This must be dead center. Need some painting above, otherwise it's perfect. Let me paint that. Let's continue. Now we're going to assemble something. Measure up at 44 and it's right here. So what I'm going to do now is glue this piece at 44. right here, like that. Of course, everything everything needs varnishing, but not at the time. All right. Now the platform. This is what I hate. I have to make it vertical, got it. As you can see, I have a gap on the rear. Now I have to make sure that it's glued and stays there. And we're going to continue. Give me a moment. Now the second part of the mast. This must be glued right about there. The mast must be, as you can see it here, leveled up inside the hole, but leveled up and absolutely vertical. Let me glue that. All right, second in place. Let's put the third. Here we have the pieces. Also we're going to need to paint them. Here this one is a little bit tricky. I must glue them in a position that I can make this pass through. And this is hard. It's hard to do the first one. After that it's easy. Artesania should have made something here to help. This is random. You're gluing based on luck. That's wrong. Alright. Based on luck, I got it right. Needs paint also. Let me do that and I'll get back to you. Now it's almost dry. We're going to put it like we did on the lower part. That means that the rear part must go over here. I have made a mark at 24 millimeters. This was the rear part. This was the rear part. Let me align it. It is aligned. And vertical. Let me glue that. And also try to clean the paint. Now once more, I'm going to use this piece. Let me clear the paints from my hands. Again, this goes inside. You can see exactly like before. Let me glue that. And now align this piece. The glue didn't work yet. Let's give it a moment. I have it aligned and glued. Nothing difficult about that. And now to glue two more pieces. It tells me to paint them. I won't. I have painted enough already. Also to shape them in a form, I won't either. These pieces must go over here, like that, with a small angle. Okay, I guess there are some kind of supports. I have seen them before in a ship. Alright, basically the mast is complete. We have some few things that I haven't thrown on yet. We'll see them afterwards in a future video. What we need to do here is place some rope to make it to make the supports with a specific way. You will see that it's not that hard. Also I need to varnish everything, throw on some rings and some pulleys. That's nothing difficult, just time consuming. And of course the mast is complete. This is the foremast. I have to do two more like this one, so I will do them of course without filming that. There's no point, it's exactly the same procedure, nothing different. So me and Buddy, who is sleeping again, we are thanking you for being here with us. Remember the super thanks ability that YouTube has provided, and I'm hoping to see you in our next video, which I don't know what step will be. We will see. Probably we will finish up the mast here and begin some rigging. We'll have some rigging also on the bowsprit to do. Probably we will finish the masts, align them on the ship, show you how it's done, and do some rigging. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you soon.